Ron's brother Charlie had arranged to collect the dragon from the tower and return him to Romania.
So yeah, now we are back here. It's the same kind of map, actually. And Filch is now on the other side. And strangely enough, the vases have actually been repaired or replaced. We don't know.
Mrs. Norris, I could have sworn I heard footsteps in here, but... yeah, blah. Let's check the library, my sweet.
Oh boy, now it is 2 against 1. Filch and Mrs. Norris against stealthy Harry Potter. Ugh! Just ugh. Anyways, we can break the vases just for amusement. I honestly thought maybe there would be beans in it this time, but nope. Oops. We just break everything in here. You might be thinking, can we go back up the tower? We cannot. Shame. But we can do whatever we want here. But we do actually have to follow Filch, which is a crazy thing to do, but it's the only way out. And again, don't just sprint your way to the hallway, because at some point Filch will be there, nearby, like right there. But this is interesting, because you see Filch, the door closes, right? And there's still quite a bit of walking to do. And then suddenly he has disappeared! What is this? He should have been just going straight still down this hallway, but he's magically disappeared or teleported, because that's what NPCs do nowadays.
Aha! I've heard you for sure this time. Quick, Mrs. Norris. You keep watch from above. You'll not get past me now, you rotten little gutter snipes.
That meow was quite annoying, actually. So this is again one of those stealthy stages, but you might be thinking it's 2 against 1, but it's actually just 1 against 1, because Filch will be stationary, he won't do a thing. So it's basically you versus Mrs. Norris. Okay, so that's quite easy, right? So first we have to do is hit the bookshelf. Filch will not even react to this shit anymore. Really, he's like, oh, I don't know, I don't care. You know, must be Mrs. Norris with her fat belly who knocked over this bookshelf. I don't care. So what's the pattern? Yes, because there's a pattern. Crazy jumping. Basically, Mrs. Norris will just jump from here to the 3 bookcases, I think, and then from there she just goes back to this one, I believe so. Yes, and then back to the balcony. That is true. And then she will just walk a little bit to the side, so make sure you actually do back up, because otherwise you're going to have problems. Seriously, make sure you back up. So when you see an opening, you're just going to go for it, right? And, well, yeah, you're true. You're right. You're absolutely right. So let's just make sure we are ready for this. So here we go. Whoop, whoop, and there we go. We've done it. There's nothing on the other side. So let's continue. That was like stage 4 or something. But let's just say this was stage 1 of Filch and Mrs. Norris. Of course, again, Filch is on the other side, not knowing anything, cannot even hear the footsteps, whatever. Let's just cast Elomore and get out of here, shall we? We can even save up.
Intruder!
Again, these hidden secret pathways, they're just damn awesome. I wish really that we could use them in the game as well. Anyways, let's save it up. I probably forgot to tell you there's actually 1 secret area and 1 wizard card to find in this map. So yeah, just so you know, we are on the hunt for a wizard card, but I know where it is. And it's actually far, 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 far into the map, so and let's not worry about that for now. Anyways, let's enter quote-unquote stage 2 of Filch and Mrs. Norris trying to hunt me down. This is actually downright scary when he just...
Someone's got past me.
Just whenever he just sprints in the map and you're thinking, oh shit, he's after me, but then he really isn't. So we just sneak up on him and we go to the right. Then we have all the time we need in order to climb on the bookshelf. And we get a cutscene from Nearly Headless Nick.
Hello again, Harry. How's the bean collecting? Friend George are up to their usual tricks, I presume? I heard about your Quidditch victory. Yes, well done, Harry. On to the cuppy, what?
Onto the cuppy, what? It actually seems that he wants to help you out. He wants to give you directions for some reason. Now, here's the little thing that I want to show you. There is a little bit of a secret up here, so you can stand on the table, climb on this bookcase, do a really weird jump there, and you can go in here, and it's just for a couple beans, really. Nothing else, just a couple beans, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? So, you know, that's the way to do it. Nothing special, okie dokie. But I actually did a really weird jump, not this one, but I actually tried to do it from here. I actually did not notice the table at first because I was too busy trying to practice some things. And then I just decided, oh hey, maybe we can go to the other side. So I did this jump. Like a very crazy jump, but I still do it because why? I don't know. It seemed like so much fun. Apparently it doesn't work from the other side. But hey, if you want to have some nice parkour jumping while trying to sneak from Filch and Mrs. Norris, this is the way to do it, I suppose. Okay, now I am curious about this because I have probably encountered maybe some sort of a glitch. As you can see, Mrs. Norris is just walking toward the bookshelf and she's not jumping, she's not doing anything. So either this is a glitch or this is supposed to happen. Filch will just walk around as usual, but again, since we have higher grounds, he will not notice anything. This is why you have Mrs. Norris, because she's supposed to be covering the higher grounds. But she isn't, so it's really weird. So now,
Where are you, you sneaky slime? I'll catch you. Yes, I will.
you sneaky slime. Again, Filch thinks that he has the upper hand, but nope. Honestly, just nope. It's just there to scare you, man, every damn time.
What's that?
Now, so I think this is the part where things were supposed to be quite tricky with Mrs. Norris, because if you can see a little bit to the bottom right there, she's just still walking up to that bookcase, or that bookshelf, and there's nothing happening. It's just really weird. Yeah, really strange. I thought things were supposed to happen, like maybe she was supposed to, you know, jump around in the pattern again, but it's not happening, so it's weird. Now, this is the part where things
What's going on?
do
Who
get
was that?
interesting.
Someone's got past me.
Because here, she will actually do the pattern. And yeah, again, it's a pattern, so you can learn. So you can learn from it, and you can know the weak spots and everything, and this and that, and shebang. So we're going to go to the other side, because, well, it's freeway, we can do that. So let's do that first. We got to be a little bit fast, though, and go up here and get some more beans. Okie dokie. Now we got to stay here for a bit, because as you can see, Mrs. Norris is just right in front of us. And we have to wait a bit, because now she's walking towards us. And you've been thinking, oh my god, that's scary. And it is. So we got to wait for a bit. And this is our opening. But I think she just turned around to inspect on us, so that's a bit weird. But we still win this. You can hear the cat though, it's like, ugh. That's annoying. Whoa. Actually, it looks like she's been glitching out again, because if you see a bit where Filch is walking right now, Mrs. Norris is having a bit of a problem. Seriously. I've seen this before though, and she will recover from this glitch, I think, at some point, but I'm not going to wait until that happens because I just made it through. Again, Mrs. Norris seems to be a bit glitchy when you play it on the modern computer, I guess. Oh well. Good for me, because I don't want to do some more sneaky, stealthy shit. I'm really done with this, seriously. And especially as a kid, it was so tense. When I made it, I was like so happy. Just, wow. So that was stage 3 of sneaking around. And now we get a cutscene.
Wow.
Now this cutscene was rather stupid, but the next cutscene is actually quite interesting. So let's walk up to the mirror and see what happens.
Reflected in the mirror of Erised were Harry's parents, James and Lily Potter. Harry stared hungrily back as though hoping to fall right through the glass and reach them. He was startled when a voice sounded behind him. Harry turned slowly about. So you, like hundreds before you, have discovered the delights of the mirror of Erised, said Professor Dumbledore. He went on to explain that the mirror showed nothing more or nothing less than the deepest, most desperate desire of our hearts, but that it would give neither knowledge nor truth. The mirror of Erised will be moved to a new home shortly, Dumbledore went on, adding ominously that if Harry ever came across it again, he would be prepared. But prepared for what? Thought Harry.
Filthy whelps gave us the slip, Mrs. Norris. I've locked the only door out of here for the sake of me nerves. Stay here and watch the library for a bit, my dear.
Oh boy. You might be thinking, it's over, right? The stealthy thingy-majiggy is over. It's not over yet, though, because we're gonna go through the same secret passageway that Filch just walked into. It won't be there, so don't worry. But we're gonna go and save it up first. So let's do that. And then a secret. Alrighty. Let's do this. More beans. 579 beans is just crazy. It's just more than enough. So let's go to the next area. And for now you're still safe. There's still nothing happening and it's just very linear. Same for this bit. Mrs. Norris will not suddenly jump on you or something. It's all okay. So let's make sure we do this jump. Perfect. Eerie music's going on still. That's quite eerie. And this is the bit where you might be thinking, oh shit.
Only way out of this room is past that gate. It makes an awful racket. You take that side of the room, and I'll take this one. You'll catch him, Mrs. Norris. Intruder!
Oh boy.
Intruder in the forbidden corridor.
Oh boy. Anyways, let's do some really crazy jumps, and all for just one bean. Seriously. All this hefty jumping for this one bean. Now, again, we have the higher ground, so that's okay, and Mrs. Norris will not jump on these platforms, so you are safe, don't worry. So the point of this area is to go to these 4 little areas to the sides, so 2 on each side, to those little rooms. And we have to cast Wingardium Leviosa, we have to put a block into a thing, and then it will trigger something, because these 2, like, I don't know, little boulders or something. They're attached to a chain, and the chain will actually lift up, and that's good because that means we can get out of here. Right. Now, Filch is patrolling one side, and he's going to the other room, so that's okay, which means that I can be in here. Filch will now go inside the room, so that's fine. Now, the thing is, though, make sure you actually put the block properly into the platform, because otherwise some things might just glitch out. So let's do it like so. And then we will see this. Be aware though, because Filch is just right behind you whenever you trigger one of these events. So really make sure you do not just leave the room immediately. So let's see if Mrs. Norris is on the other side. Oh, she is. Ooh, that's actually quite scary. A bit of solid snaking. A little bit of solid snaking here. Seriously though. Just sometimes you don't know because the camera isn't really that, you know, because you can only see limited things with your camera. But it's okay. We made it. Again, same thing. Make sure you actually put the block on the platform properly, because I've had it where things might actually just glitch out. And then this time, Mrs. Norris will go and check on you. Sort of. So yeah, make sure you do not actually leave the room, because that might actually bring you into some trouble. Now, this is going to be the fun bit, which is I have to cross diagonally, which means I have to go through both Mrs. Norris and Mr. Filch. And this is not really good, because they're actually both having the same kind of pattern right now. That's not really good. But I'm gonna try to do it anyways. So, oh boy, this is close, this is close, this is close. I just made it. This was actually way too risky. I could have done this way better. Oh well. Let's try to do this properly. Good, good. Filch will be there.
Intruder!
He'll shout some things. And I would like to take a moment first to actually explain something. Why I am putting these blocks carefully into the little whatever this is. This is because I've had it where I would just place the block like sort of half on the platform and half outside of it. It would still trigger the cutscene, but then for some reason I would also be stuck in cutscene mode, which means that the aspect ratio has changed to like 16 by 9-ish. And you can walk around in 16 by 9, but you cannot cast spells, which pretty much makes the game unplayable. So that's why I'm really carefully putting the blocks into their respective platforms, because yeah, I've seen things glitch out and that's not fun, especially not during a recording session. That means I have to redo things, so just no. Anyways, there's Filch just chilling. I actually gotta wait for him because now he's gonna go to the left, right? This is actually quite annoying because I need to go there as well. So I think the best course of action is to just go walk behind him. Yeah, because that seems like the smart thing to do, right? Oh my god, Mrs. Norris, holy fucking crap. I'm actually kind of stuck now, I think. Well, not really. I think if I do this smartly, like so, I have done it. I have fooled you both. Just. And I went to the wrong room. Damn it! I just fooled myself. Now I really have to wait and see if Mrs. Norris... Yeah, she's there. Oh, because I went to the wrong room. Everybody who's been watching this video is probably screaming from the top of the lungs like, why did you do this? You only had to cross it. It was so easy, but you fucked it up, Lux. I got it this time, though. Seriously. I got it. I still got it. Made it. I just make things a bit too tense for myself with all these little mistakes. It's okay though, I still made it.
Where is he? Pray I don't find you, my stealthy little student. Thieves, you'll be banished for this.
So yeah, Filch is gone. We don't have to worry about him. But Mrs. Norris will stay stationary at the door. So you can't pass through it. Unless, of course, you put in a little bit of a distraction. Cast Flipendo, she will inspect on it, and then you just walk around it, and you are done! Finally. So we're gonna go and follow Fred and George into another secret area. This cutscene in itself is a little bit weird because, as you can see, we are not invisible anymore. We've removed the cloak, and now once you want to talk to Fred and George, they'll simply just say this.
Hey Harry, do you have 25 beans for us? That's it! That's all the beans we need! Thanks Harry, we couldn't have done it without you. Here's a wizard card for you, you've earned it. Thanks, Harry. We really needed these. Remember, you don't know anything about us collecting beans. It'll be our secret, right? Come on, George. We've got work to do.
I don't know what's going on with the music in the background, but I'll take it. Anyways, this is wizard card number 23. Really, I don't know what was going on with the music. It seemed like it had a glitch. Anyways, like I said, Fred and George, they're like, oh hey Harry, I didn't know you were sneaking up on us, but I guess we don't care, so here you go. They seem unfazed by this. It's just a bit strange how they worked this out. Also, look at all those beans. Look at this pile. It's huge. But what are they going to use all these beans for? It's a mystery, but it will be solved eventually. It's not all of our beans, I hope, because we've been giving a lot of beans. But I guess we get relatively compensated for with all these wizard cards, so that's okay. You cannot really walk past this, it's an invisible wall. Fred and George will just look amazed at the amount of beans they have collected. And yeah, it's a quite creepy area though to store beans in, but hey, well, it's a pile, so that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun to see what's gonna happen. Anyways, let's backtrack because there's really nothing to do here, so let's go up again and see what we have to do next. Pretty cool though, seriously, with all these little secret paths that Fred and George and even Filch takes. If you're really stupid, you can go back. You really want to be a risk taker. Thankfully, those doors are not open. But why would you ever want to go back there? Just why? Just seriously, why? Can we go in here? Guess not. Can we go in here? I guess not. I have to ask Fred and George what the password is. There was like some sort of interactive thing right here, wasn't there? Why is it that they can do it but I cannot? Quite strange. Anyways, let's descend and let's go do the next thing, shall we?
Hermione, Ron and Harry researched the secret of the Philosopher'S Stone. It could produce the elixir of life, a potion that would make anyone immortal. No wonder someone's trying to get it. Anyone would want it, said Harry. Hermione suspected that the package Hagrid had taken from Gringotts contained the Philosopher's Stone. It was the Philosopher's Stone that was down the forbidden corridor, being guarded by whatever it was that had growled at them.
Snape's been acting very suspicious lately. He may be planning to steal the Philosopher's Stone.
But there's no way Snape would try anything while Dumbledore's around.
But Dumbledore left 10 minutes ago for the Ministry of Magic in London.
That must mean that tonight's the night. Let's go!
What about Filch? He's always watching the Forbidden Corridor.
We'll just have to take our chances then.
It looks like Filch is somewhere else tonight. Come on, let's go.
And this is where I will stop for today, because this is the final part of the game. Really, these are like the last final maps and stuff. And just a couple of things I would like to say regarding this cutscene. Really, like, oh, that means like tonight's the night, lol, let's go. Just like, without a doubt, just go straight for it. Also, isn't it just really funny how, like, when you look through the gate, it's like, oh damn, this looks really dark and scary, like, but it turns out it's just really weird lighting, and then there's just, oh, you can actually go to the right, and this is actually really where the corridor starts. It's like, so this is just for show, this is just nothing, it's just a void of nothingness. I'm walking into darkness now. Oh boy. This is just all for show. Because secretly you can just go in here and like, whoop. It's just funny. Let's go save it up though. And yeah, the next part will be the Forbidden Corridor and all the trials and the road to get to where we need to go in order to get the Philosopher's Stone and shit and stop Professor Snape and stuff and I don't know what else. It's gonna be exciting. These are gonna be the final parts, so whew, I'll tell you, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be good, I hope. So, I want to thank you guys for watching, of course. Like or favorite if you like the content. Subscribe to our channel, RayQ3, for upcoming videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.